Coming up on New Day Cleveland, we're on the road again about 6 hours north of Cleveland in beautiful Ontario, Canada. We're visiting the Blue Mountain Ski Resort. New Day Cleveland starts right now. Welcome to New Day Cleveland. We are in for a very cool treat today. And Lisa, from Ontario, right?
That's right, I'm here.
What are you showing us today?
I'm going to show you the amazing Blue Mountain Resort in the Blue Mountain region of Ontario, very close to southern Georgian Bay. And we're going to show you all about what to do here.
Okay, 6 hours from Cleveland, you get in the car, you come up here. This is Ontario's largest ski mountain. And it's just not like 1, 2, or 3, or 4 lifts and hills. There's how many?
There's over 40 hills for skiers and snowboarders. So you can come here and take your pick.
Yeah, and what you look at when you're at the top of the mountain is you look right out into the Georgian Bay.
That's right, beautiful views from the top of the mountain. You can see the Georgian Bay, you can see Collingwood below, which is a nearby town. That's the best views in Ontario.
The snow is fabulous and the skiing is great, but just coming here to stay is also a wonderful thing because the accommodations, there's something for everyone.
There's family suites that you can bring your family, and there's kitchens so you can, really feel like you're at home here. There's over 1,000 suites in the village for you to stay. Of course, there's all of the restaurants. There's over 20 of them that you can dine at, all different, tastes for everybody in your family.
Yeah.
It really is an awesome destination.
So we got skiing here, we got tubing, we got snowboarding, we got all of it going on. But you did mention New Day Cleveland's favorite sport, and that is dining out and eating.
Right.
And there are some great opportunities here. We're going to meet one of the chefs, one of the master chefs here. But there's food everywhere and great stuff. And the thing about just coming to the village is fun, isn't it? I mean, if you're just going to go shopping, this is wonderful.
That's right. Blue Mountain Resort has a pedestrian village. It looks like a European village, and it's such an amazing place to just come and hang out. You can do après ski in the village by the fire. You can really, enjoy all of the different activities like axe throwing if you wanted to. You can go, lie on some volcanic rock if you wanted to relax. And of course, there's all sorts of amazing things to taste here, including beaver tails.
And there's the Apple Pie Trail. Tell them about that.
There is. We are in a huge apple growing region, and there's what's called the Apple Pie Trail, which is a self-guided route. You get a map and you can pick where you want to go, and you can go to a winery or a cidery. You can even go to a bakery, anything that really celebrates apples in the region.
Yeah, and you said you could even, and what that means is we're going to do all that stuff, plus we're going to do some tubing, we're going to do all the great stuff up here. There's ice skating up on the top of the mountain. It's going to be a great show. So thank you very much for getting it started. And we are going to right now turn our heads, look up the hill. We'll see you there right now. On top of Blue Mountain. It sounds like a song right now, and I'm with Tara, who is the Grand Poobah of the PR, right?
That's right, that is my formal title here.
That's like public relations, and you don't have to be very good at it even to do this, because nature's working for you, isn't it?
That's right, I have to do very little work to promote Blue Mountain because you can see from the view and the conditions, it's just a great place to be and people want to be here.
We were driving up from Toronto, and as we come out, I go like, well, there's no mountains here. It's flat, and there's a Lake Huron out there. And then we turn the corner, and you see these beautiful trails falling out of the sky.
Yeah.
How many are there?
So we're actually Ontario's largest ski and snowboard destination with 43 trails. 30 of those trails are actually lit for night skiing as well. We're open from 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. And yeah, we have all sorts of terrain, beginner terrain of course, because we love teaching people how to ski, but also some great steep stuff right here on the Niagara Escarpment.
Yeah, I noticed like all the different trails, they all offer a little different something. Some curves, some moguls.
yeah, if your knees are feeling up to it.
Yeah, do it.
There's also a really cool cat track that comes this way, and it kind of goes right through the trees across the mountain. There's always going to be a great view, though. That's a guarantee when you come to Blue.
Hey, so I see skiers here. Snowboarding is such a big thing. I know my son Adam likes to snowboard. Are there different areas for that, or do they coexist, or how does that work?
So, nope, the skiers and boarders are welcome anywhere across the mountain, but I will say, as someone who does both, we have great snowboarding over in the Orchard, which is at the southern end of the resort. There's a lot of cruisers, more greens and blues or beginner intermediate runs that you can get in there and lay your turns on your snowboard. But if you're thinking steep and deep, you go to the north, and that's where all of our black diamond double black diamond runs are.
Just watching here, I'm telling you, just watching here is invigorating. It is a ton of fun.
We love to make sure that people come and love skiing and snowboarding, whether it's been a long time or a short time or you're just learning. That's the other cool thing about Blue is we may not have the steeps or the elevation that you might see in those mountainous areas, but it's very accessible. So when you drive up, you can see like, maybe I can do that. It gives you that sense of, hey, maybe I can give that a try, or I could try skiing again.
Yeah.
And if you feel like you're at a certain point, you can see here, the terrain has lots of different options. You know, we're not just looking straight down. If you're looking like you want to just like hit those, somebody I know, you can hit some of these like flatter parts, and like the signage is there, so you don't have to commit to the steepest stuff here. You can just cruise along and stop and take a picture, because it's such a beautiful vista here that you'll want to make sure you capture that to bring home.
And then nighttime skiing, I can tell you, I think the nighttime is a beautiful time because it's all lit up and it's wonderful, but also people seem to be a little more giddy. You know, they're like yoo-hoo, you know, down the hill and up and down.
It's a whole vibe. And from up here at nighttime, you can see the village all lit up as well. So what you're seeing now is a great view, but it becomes completely spectacular in the nighttime when all the lights are there. And skiing under the lights. So all these lights, they're LED lights. So the terrain is relatively even under the lights, and it's not that dark. It's easy to get across all the hills. And what you can also see along the sides of the trails are snowmaking guns. So as we know, in this side of
plenty of snow.
Lots of snow. We have quite the snowmaking infrastructure.
How deep is it right now, you think?
I think the average base across all the hills, it's at least, I'm going to say 70 centimeters average base. But you can see even here, right? We've got quite a depth of snow here. Our snowmakers have been working hard leading up to the winter season to make sure that we have conditions that see us right through into the spring. And we have at least 96% snowmaking coverage across all the mountains. So if there's snow to be made, we'll be making it to make sure the season is nice and long.
You know who doesn't have to work hard here? The PR person.
No, I don't. They make my job easy.
It sells itself.
That's right.
Thank you very much. You're lovely.
Fuel up with some good grub. Food options at Blue Mountain Resort when we come back.
Lisa, somebody told me that I was going to visit one of the most beautiful, peaceful, and greatest places in Canada. Is it true?
I think so.
Yeah?
Welcome to Scandinave Spa Blue Mountain. We offer an indoor-outdoor activity year-round, and we're located very close to Blue Mountain Resort, which actually is really great because our busiest time of the year is winter.
So I walked in the place, I'm looking for my Lisa, and I'm looking at the snow and I see footprints with toes. Like somebody's walking around out here without shoes. Is that crazy or is that cool?
Well, the idea is to warm your body up in one of our hot environments, and most people do get to a point where they're feeling really warm. And so even on cold, snowy days, there is this real emphasis and desire to jump into cold snow. Yep. So people do. They walk around in their robes, bare feet. They maybe do snow angels in the snow. They really embrace the environment, which is exactly what we expect people to do.
So we're talking out here, but I was told before I got here that sometimes if you're talking out here, somebody will go, shh.
That's right.
You get shushed.
That's right. We really want our guests to escape from their everyday, leave their phones at home or in their locker, just really embrace the area, embrace the nature, and really feel like you've gone to a different place in Ontario.
Is it like a cleansing thing? Like for your body and mind?
Yeah, that's right. It really is about, there's great health and wellness benefits from this idea of cold water refreshing you after after a hot environment. Right. So there's hot baths, saunas, steam rooms, etc. Yeah. And then the idea is to plunge into this cold water, waterfalls, or even the snow, and kind of rinse off those toxins that you've released, energize your body, and actually you're creating warmth. Yeah. So some people feel like the cold part is really daunting.
It's turning on your body a different way.
That's right, and it's actually creating heat for the rest of your visit.
So when I walked in, beautiful, such a beautiful place. The mountain behind us. But when we walked in, I went through the men's locker room, and there's a ladies' locker room, and everybody says, take a soapy shower, make sure you get really clean, and you come out. So this is something that people can do as singles or as couples and come together. How does that work?
Yeah, Yeah, we encourage people to bring a friend, especially if it's your first visit, just so that you can really feel a little comfortable with the environment. Explore too, walk around, see what we have to offer. There's lots of areas for relaxation as well, so you don't have to be always going into hot, cold areas, but you can really be just relaxing and enjoying the experience.
Because when you come to a strange place, not that it's strange, that you're not used to it, it can be a little intimidating.
Totally.
So how do people get past that intimidation?
Well, I think that's one of the best things about this experience is you can really do the whole thing the way you feel comfortable. In different spa environments, of course, you're booking treatments and you're kind of scheduled to do things. Here, you can take your time. You can spend 2 to 3 hours, even longer, and just explore the experience. So there's nothing that you have to do.
Yeah.
There's a recommendation of getting the best health and wellness experience, but really people just love the environment and escaping from their everyday.
You leave a better person.
You leave a better person. You don't want to leave. It's too comfortable.
I don't want to leave either, but the producer's going like this to me. It's time to leave. Marlies, thank you so much.
Thank
Scandinavian
you.
Spa in the shadow of Blue Mountain. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Chef Jerry, thanks for letting us in the kitchen here.
Not a problem.
So O&B, that's the fancy restaurant here at Blue Mountain, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. So how long have you been cooking here?
I've been with O&B in Blue for 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you going to make today?
Today we're gonna cook up a little bit of honey and sumac glazed salmon.
Okay, let's rock it.
So we have a piece of salmon here that we season with a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. We're just gonna give that a nice sear on the skin. We like to keep the skin on for crispiness. A little dollop of butter in here. With the fish.
So you do breakfast and lunches here too, right?
We serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
We also do events, conferences, wedding, and we also service the resort for in-room dining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you, I've been on the resort for a couple days here, and all places make great food, but this is the high-end stuff right here.
This is the high-end stuff right here.
Yeah, I tell you, I love it. The place is beautiful too.
Thank you.
Yeah, it really looks nice.
So we're a little bit of sear on the skin, and we're gonna go right in the oven. We're gonna let that finish off as we make the mushroom ragu.
Okay, let's see the ragu.
And we have some beach mushroom. Very, very nice, small, nice and sweet. Great texture to these mushrooms. We're gonna start off with a little bit of that mushroom.
They have a little bit of a squeaky bite, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like those. They're cute too.
Very cute. We're gonna season that up with a little bit of salt.
So when you're back here, you're making something like this. You could be making something like this for like 40 people at the same time.
For 40 people, it's a very busy restaurant. Sometimes we do 300 covers for dinner. So when it's busy back here, it's really busy. The guys are professional. They do this stuff every day, so they keep rolling. It just keep coming out. So once we start getting a little bit of color on this, we're gonna start adding in the rest of our ingredients. We're gonna add a little bit of cherry tomato. We have a little bit of onion that we caramelized. We're gonna add a little bit of roasted garlic.
The roasted garlic is great. So smooth.
So we like to roast our garlic. It takes away that garlicky, still leave you with that nice sweet flavor.
Yeah. Really cash in on that. No sharp flavor there.
Yeah. We're gonna add a little bit of wine in here just to deglaze this a little bit.
Over 20 places around here to get something to eat. I had breakfast this morning in a nice little spot, but I think if I was looking for that great dinner, this would be the spot.
This would be the spot. So we add a little bit of tomato sauce in here. And herbs make everything beautiful, right?
Look how pretty that is.
Silky consistency.
So were you good at art when you were in school also?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Because you're an artist right now. You like it when customers say hey to you, say hello?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We have an open kitchen for that reason why, so we can interact with our customer.
And is this the final touch right here?
This is the final touch, just a little bit of honey. And we finish that with a little bit of that sumac.
So look at that. The only thing better looking in the kitchen than Chef Jerry is this plate.
Absolutely.
What do you call this dish?
Honey and sumac glazed salmon fillet, celeriac puree, mushroom ragout.
Blue Mountain Resort. Hey, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go find a fork and have some fun.
Absolutely.
Thank you, man.
Yes.
To ski or to après-ski? More to see and do after this short break.
Blue Mountain Resort, we're going to school. We're going to ski school right now, and we're with Chrissy, who is one of the instructors or teachers, or how do you say it?
I manage the snow school here.
She manages snow school. So this is a place where people come, they don't know what to do. How does it start? How do you begin?
Well, there's 3 ways that you can choose to learn. The first way is our Snow How self-learn system, which is just that. You would get your rentals, a lift ticket, and then you would come out, and we have these great pillars that have pictures that give you the progression of skiing and snowboarding.
So you put your boot on,
Yep.
you get a ski.
Starts from doing your helmet up, and then how to put your skis on.
Helmets, I forgot about helmets.
Safety first, right?
Safety first.
Our other options are a group lesson where you learn in a group setting, or a private lesson, which is more one-on-one.
Okay.
So there's 3 different ways to learn. We wanted to provide different styles of learning so that, you know, we could reach a larger audience and people can learn how they want to.
How much do you learn in one lesson? Okay, you come out here, you clicked into your skis, and now you got your poles, and you got to pull your way over to, it looks like a conveyor belt that takes you to the top.
That's right.
Is that where you begin?
Yeah, the magic carpet. Everyone's goal is to get up the hill, right? So we try and...
That's the most important part.
Exactly.
You got to get up there first.
So whether it's a self-learn system or whether you're in one of our lessons, we try and progress the lesson to your ability level.
What's the age beginning, and how old have you seen them come out here to learn?
Oh, they can come as little as 18 months up to as young as in your 90s.
There you go. Sounds like a good thing. Okay, so you get to the top, you turn around, and you don't want to face straight down like this and go flying down the hill.
No.
So what do you teach them to do?
Well, what's really great, and especially with the self-learn system, is we teach you how to make a controlled stop, whether you're learning skiing or snowboarding,
So
before we go up the magic carpet.
Like snow plowing kind of thing with
Correct.
skis?
Yes, a snowplow or a pizza, as you sometimes hear it for little kids.
Oh, pizza. Yeah, because the little kids are out here going back and forth. So leaning on your skis and
That's
stopping,
right.
that sort of thing.
So
And
the key is to learn how to stop before you go up, and then you can learn how to turn coming down.
it's a good idea to know how to stop before you start coming down, right?
Correct.
How much more difficult is it to snowboard than to ski with the 2 skis?
It's a good question, and it's whether you have cross-discipline training, you know, if you're a skateboarder, a surfer, or if you ice skate or rollerblade. So it really depends on you uniquely as a person and what you're capable of.
Because I heard an expert skier just moments ago talking about trying to do something on a snowboard, and they just can't wrap their head around it yet.
Well, and it's very different. They're not similar, and I think that's what people enjoy about it. But I wouldn't say they're more difficult to learn. It's just a whole different experience.
Yeah, my youngest kid loves to snowboard, my oldest likes to skate.
Yes.
So that's just the way it is. Okay, you get up and down this hill. How many times you go up and down this hill, and where do I go next with my new knowledge and great physical skills?
Well, once you progress through the levels and progress through the pillars, you would start here, you would head up the magic carpet, and then once you get to a comfortable place where you're in control and making nice turns, then you would advance to our chairlifts.
Okay, so I get in the car, I'm coming from Cleveland, I get up here to beautiful Blue Mountain Resort, I get out of the car, I look at all these hills, I don't know anything.
Yep.
If I'm here a few days, am I going to get off the beginner hill and get on some other hills?
Absolutely, and what we say is mileage is key. So the more you practice, the better you're going to get. So if you're here for one day, what's great about the Snow How self-learn system is you can kind of stop when you want to, go enjoy some après, and then come back and pick it up. And what's also really unique about this, it's not just pictures and words. We have implemented a video element to this as well. So just creating more ways to learn and bring beginners into this this beautiful environment.
You create smiles.
Yes, yes.
And a whole lot of fun. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It was lovely to have you.
One of the things I like most about Blue Mountain Resort, when it's cold and chilly, a little windy, you come off the slopes. How about a beautiful fire like that? Right in the middle of a beautiful area. It's like a village of shopping, restaurants, all kinds of cool stuff. And even better than that, we've got Alyssa with us. She is the, the mistress of the city here?
You can call me whatever you want.
She said that to me earlier, so I figured I'd pick a good one.
That works.
I gotta tell you, it's nice and cozy here. We got all the folks around the fire here. They bring a big tow motor up with a whole bunch of logs. They keep firing it up.
Oh yeah.
But this isn't the hottest place in town, right?
Well, no. There's lots.
I was out last night. I went to a place with great barbecue. Had brisket. They always talk about great brisket in like the south of U.S. and all that. What's the name of the place with the great brisket and barbecue?
Rusty's.
It was terrific too.
Fantastic.
It was great. And then a little bit earlier, we came down the mountain, and our producer, right over there, snuck around, and she got some kind of crazy French fries, but they had something on them.
Oh, the classic Canadian cuisine. We call that poutine.
I said cuisine, you say poutine. That's how it works, right? So we're having a great time here. It's a little village, and when we checked into our lodge, it was almost like, well, I don't even need to go to the lodge. I'm going to go shopping right now. It's really great.
Yeah.
So what are you trying to accomplish here in this little village?
Everything. I honestly, I couldn't even tell you where to start. The village is one of those places that we love to call home. It's a place where, it offers a bunch of diverse, unique experiences for literally everybody. So, après your way, that is one of our sayings here, especially throughout the winter. If you're into drinking and dining, if you're into relaxation, if you're into shopping. If we've got about 4 streets that compile the village, and right where we're standing right now is the events plaza, but we also like to consider it like a city square. So essentially this is where the action takes place. You want to see an event, you want to see a festival, this is where you come.
And this is a great area too. Like when you sit down here, you see the mountains around you.
Yeah.
All the stores, the people.
Yeah. It's like a one-eye shot here. You've got everything that you need, literally walking distance.
What happens here once in a while?
So weekends right now, we have live DJ series. So every Friday and Saturday night, this plaza literally turns into the ultimate dance rave. It's the best après I've ever experienced. So we have dancing DJs here. We do interactive groove dancing here. So summer, winter, fall, every season, we've got something going on.
Did I hear rumors of a drum circle?
A drum circle. We have done drum circling in the past, yes.
Yeah, so tell folks what that is.
It's it's our way of diving into, cultural experiences. We bring a super high energy dude who comes and leads this interactive drumming circle, and believe it or not, I can't believe the participation that takes place when that happens.
It's something that sort of lights a little fire, doesn't it?
It's like the heartbeat of the village. It just, everybody's in awe, and it just pulls everybody in. It's a really cool experience.
And I want to tell folks too, we're standing out here, it's late afternoon, it's a great time to take a little break, you sit by the fire and all that. But when you come back out here in the evening, there's a certain aura that surrounds the village, I think.
I think, after dusk, it's just the energy starts to shift. Right now, we've got our Blumination Light Trail. This goes until the end of March. It's a 1 kilometer trail lit throughout the village with interactive lights, tunnels, trees, musical instruments that you can play with. So, as we fall into nightfall, that experience kind of comes alive.
I'm having a great time.
Good, I'm glad.
The crew's having a great time.
Great.
New Day Cleveland's having a great time.
I love that.
Thank you very much.
Of course, thank you.
Up next, One Mountain, endless adventure, something for everyone, even if you aren't hitting the slopes.
Every day is a new day. Follow New Day Cleveland on Facebook and Instagram.
Well, if we were back home in Cleveland, this would be a very, very unusual sight, probably pretty dangerous too, but here on top of Blue Mountain at Blue Mountain Resort, this is a wonderful skating arena practically. Hey, Allie, how are you?
Hi, good, how are you?
Hey, so Allie's known as the fun haver, and you say she's having fun already. Yes. And you can blast it on this trail, and this trail is like, it's almost a mile, so it's a long ice trail, isn't it?
Yep, and it's a big loop, so you can go up and down, and you can loop as many times as you want, and it goes right by the ski lift, so you can even see the skiers.
So you come to Blue Mountain Resort, it's not just about skiing, it's about all kinds of great things, and this is so unusual because it's like, you could do it day, you could do it in the night. How's it look at night?
Oh, at night it's literally so beautiful. We have these lights that light up at night all along the trail. So there's in the forest, there's some behind me you can see, and you can take great photos. It's perfect for Instagram. And yeah, it's just really magical at night. It's my favorite time here.
This is a great place too also for the family. When you come out here, you got little kids, you learn how how to skate. So can people come out here? They're just like beginners and experts. What happens here?
Yeah, so we welcome all types of skaters. We do have skate rentals if you are a beginner or if you're a kid that wants to try it.
I saw those little orange things too, right?
We have some walkers with us as well that you can try on the ice to help you skate. So it's a really great opportunity for anybody who maybe doesn't really love skiing to come and try something outdoors in the winter that's still fun.
Yeah, I haven't skated since I was a kid, so I was a little resistant to come out and do that. But there are so many different things that are happening up here on the mountain.
Yes, yeah, we have tons of activities off the slopes as well as on the slopes. So this is part of our Play All Day ticket, which is Woodview. It includes.
Sounds good.
I know it includes our mountain coaster, which is called Ridge Runner. We have a
Wait. So that's like a roller coaster?
Yeah, so we call it a mountain coaster. It's Ontario's first mountain coaster, and it can go speeds up to 42 kilometers an hour, and you control it yourself. So you go all over through the woods, and you really speed down there.
I called you the fun haver when I come up here. Just you telling the story looks like you're a fun haver all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I've done it a million times, but every single time feels like the first. It's really fun.
I've seen so many people on the mountain having a great time. I mean, people of all ages, little kids like this, people my age having a great time.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen it yet, but I understand that the tubing thing is like remarkable for everyone.
Yeah, tubing is awesome. It's snow tubing. We call it hike and tube. So you grab your tube, you hike up the hill, and then our employees will whip you down, and it's great.
What
time.
do they do?
They whip you down.
They whip you down. You're spinning and going like this.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Hey, how about age groups? Like I've seen everybody, all different ages, doing all different kinds of things here. But the tubing thing is like it's not as fast as skiing. It's not maybe as treacherous as ice skating, so it's good for everyone.
Yeah, great for everybody. We recommend that kids go in their own tubes, which is a really fun kind of personal experience for the kids. And yeah, if grandparents, parents, anyone can do it.
So I came out here when I first got to Blue Mountain. I was thinking like I might be a little cold here, but it's sort of neat because everywhere you look, there might be a little fire going on somewhere.
Yep.
So I saw like a little bonfire happening up here.
Yeah, so up here, the fire runs when we're open, and you can come, you can sit, enjoy a hot chocolate from Off Piste, which is our restaurant right nearby.
Let's talk about that too.
Yeah.
So that is a great thing. So you hear about after ski. How about after skate?
Après skate, yeah, that's a good one. Après skate and ski is awesome. So Off Piste is just off the path from Woodview. It's these 3 amazing tents that overlook the Georgian Bay, so it's a stunning view of the water. And we serve handheld food. You can even do a shot ski if you want, which is fun. People enjoy that.
I like your language. That's a good. That's a Canadian term and an American term.
Yes, exactly. So it's a really great outdoor hangout place, and it's right off of Waterfall Trail.
You want to blast down the trail? Show us how it works.
Sure. All right.
That's it. Have some fun, fun haver.
Thank you.
Georgian Hill Vineyards. Now this is a place we're a little away from Blue Mountain. Are we on Blue Mountain, Robert? Or are we behind it?
We're behind Blue Mountains, really, because we know that as being where the ski hills are. But South Georgian Bay has the escarpment all the way along it, so yeah, it's part of Blue Mountain.
So Robert can tell you all this stuff because he's here on the top of the mountain or behind the mountain with this beautiful vineyard, and you put together some beautiful wines here. Now people would say wine shouldn't grow like in this climate or this altitude, but you make it happen.
We make it happen because we've learned a great deal in the last 50 years with Niagara evolving as a wine region over in Michigan or New York State, Upper State, Finger Lakes. We've learned how to grow the right grapes in the right place, and the further north you go, they have to be hardier. Every time you go further north, they have to be cold climate grapes rather than just cool climate grapes.
So don't stick a square peg through a round hole. You can't do that. What you do, you got to make everything work together, right?
Oh, it gets really precarious here. You've really got to be on the right side, and you've got to have the right variety.
You've set up some beautiful wines here that work that way. What do you have on this flight here?
Well, actually, this is a blend of our grapes because the grapes that we grow here, these are the hardy cold climate grapes. This is a new sweetheart of ours, L'Acadie Blanc. Originally back from the early 50s, Céval Blanc was developed by Alsace for cold wine regions, Marchal Foch and Marquette. So those are the 4 key, 2 whites and 2 reds that really can grow well here and deal with minus 25, minus 30 Celsius. That is cold. The grape that we also grow here is called Vidal, and that makes a fabulous bubbly, but it also makes a fabulous ice wine. So we actually make a real ice wine. We hang the fruit on the vine and pick them frozen minus 10, minus 12, and press them at that temperature. That's the only way to make ice wine the proper way. However, we do have local pears and apples And in particular, this is our Cider red apple. This is a local.
Because this is a big apple region. Like the grape is sort of, you've made it work here.
Apples came a long time before the grape guys did. So early mid 1800s, this was settled, and orchards they found out could grow closer to the lake. Yeah. So the important thing is this microclimate, the escarpment, the man, and the lake. You have to grow in between that little space.
Well, one great thing about your place, Georgian Hill Vineyards, is when you come to Blue Mountain and you're skiing, you can come over here, get something totally different, and it's wonderful. But if you come up here and you can't go skiing in summer, spring, fall, where do you go?
Come to a winery.
That's right, Georgian Hill Vineyards.
And check out local wines, and maybe more importantly, some of the foods we pair are also.
I saw you had some soups here, some cabbage something what soup.
Yes. Every day there's a new soup, or every week.
That's what I thought.
The chef's always doing it. So we're open 7 days a week with a kitchen and a tasting bar. So here, local cheeses, Five Brothers on this side, which is a heartier cheese, locally made. Sauvagine from Quebec. These are all local. I really will just say for a moment, the meats are all Canadian and locally made. The pairing of wine and food, believe it or not, why would you have not but pair local grown wines with local made cheeses from Ontario or Quebec or anywhere along this sort of latitude?
Hey, so when I walked in here, I saw these tiny little prices for some great, beautiful stuff. And you know what else you get with this visit? Wonderful conversation and an education that feels good, sounds good, and makes you want to have a little taste of wine. Which one should we taste? We're going to taste one little wine. Which one should we pick?
If you're going to go one wine, I would just say you've got to go to your white wine here, right there.
And how about you?
Seyval Blanc. I'm going to do the blend. So I've got the blend of Seyval Blanc, Vidal, Lacadie, and Seyval blended together to make Naughty Bay Blanc. I've got that. You've got the single varietal, just the Seyval Blanc.
You're a true gentleman and a gem.
Cheers.
Georgian Hill Vineyards, any time of year.
Thank you. Cheers.
Best to you.
The adventures continue. Warm up with fun indoors.
Well, Elisa, when last we met, we were out in the middle of the village. There was a shopping area, an area for food and drink, and sometimes at night, rave parties, right?
Yeah.
Where people go wild and crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So now we're transitioning from wild and crazy to something a little more relaxed. Zen. So we're talking about indoor things you can do in the village here at Blue Mountain Resort. And this it seemed like a beauty bar when I first walked in, but it's a whole lot more, isn't it?
Yeah, so where we're standing right now is it's a spa on site, a huge hit with our guests here. So the room that we're actually in right now is our volcanic rock room.
So people lie down on this volcanic rock, and there's a little headrest there, the little blue headrest. Is that a headrest or?
Correct, yeah. So people will come in, they'll enjoy their treatments on site within the spa, and then they can spend 30 minutes in here accompanied by a meditation tape and enjoy the perks and the elements of volcanic rock.
It's toasty in here.
It's toasty.
Yeah, it's toasty in here. So we wanted to take you all around the village, but inside the village. And this is one of those places where I guess after all that excitement, maybe a little chilly and all that, this would be a great place to land for a while.
This is definitely the most relaxed spot that you're going to find here. But again, there's we can amp up the fun.
Yeah. And shoppers, Lululemon downstairs, right?
There is, yes.
The hottest workout clothes in the world, yes indeed. So tell us about some of the other places that are fun to visit.
Sure. So, oh my gosh, where do I start? So we've got axe throwing. So, something that the whole family...
Axe me again.
I know, right?
Axe me again.
It's a super fun experience. Yeah. Even if the weather's conducive outside, it's something that the whole family can do. It's interactive, it's fun, it's loud, and it's really a good time. We've got pottery, we've got galleries, we've got VR vaults, virtual reality, escape rooms, so you name it, it's here.
Hey, and let's not forget, I know it's not outside, but it's sort of in the village like the beaver tail thing, right?
Oh, yes.
You grab one of those.
Did you get one?
Yeah, not yet, but I tell you what, there were so many people in line ahead of me. It's this little crazy pastry, and you put all kinds of stuff on it.
Yeah. We talk about Canadian cuisine, that's...
Hey, let's talk about cuisine, because I had breakfast today. I've been to several of the restaurants, and sometimes when you go to a resort area, the food is always sort of so-so, the attraction's so great. The food here is remarkably great. Yeah. All the spots.
If you want to take a trip around the world, we've got it. We've got, there's Greek, there's Italian, there's you know, Irish pub, there's American style food, there's Japanese.
Yeah.
It's all here.
Hey, so you talk about the axe throwing. Anything else in the physical direction like that?
VR vault or escape rooms. Super fun. Bring a whole family, bring a group of friends. It's an experience that you definitely won't forget.
And people you're tired of, you can just put them there and maybe not give them all the clues, right?
You got it.
You can't
Yeah,
escape
stay
all
there
day.
all day.
Can't escape all day. Because you're out, it's like yesterday. Well, I got a chance to talk to you about, the outdoors, the village and all that sort of thing. There's so many great moments on the mountain.
Yeah.
With the ice skating, the skiing and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's fun, like when you have a chance to relax, do something interesting you don't get a chance to do very often.
Yeah, exactly. And equally you come up here and you think, outdoor activities or experiences, but there's just the same amount of fun indoors if maybe the slope style isn't for you.
Yeah. Even if your exercise involves just working the elbow in one of the pubs.
Yeah.
There's some great drinks
Yeah.
out there. Lovely to talk to you again too.
Yeah, you also.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
I saw the sign, I can't resist. Check it out. I'd like to get a classic beaver tail.
And here it is, the classic.
The classic beaver tail? Check it out, folks, huh? Pretty good. Want a bite? Policeman said no. Tara, last time I saw you, we're up on the mountain and talking about all the great things to do outside. I never thought you'd want to come indoors.
Yes, but it's so cozy here.
Yeah, now I understand why you want to come indoors. I mean, you have to come in to get warm, but I think come in here and be really comfortable. Tell me a little bit about the different kind of hotels and places people stay.
Well, the great part about Blue Mountain Resort is that we have this mountainside village that has over 1,000 accommodation units. And they're for all kinds of guests. If you're coming with a partner or with a friend, we've got single room units or we've got multi-room units and even resort homes if you're coming with a multi-generational family or a large group. And it's great because they include kitchenettes or facilities right there. So if you're making meals right on the spot, you're only a couple steps from the village as well. So if you are going out to eat or enjoying some entertainment in the village, you can park your car and you don't have to think about it until you make your departure.
I walked in the lobby here and I saw, this beautiful fireplace, nice sofas. I say, that'd be nice to have in my room. I got to my room, I had 2 rooms, I had a little kitchen, I had a fireplace. 2 balconies.
And 2 balconies.
Yeah, 2 bedrooms, right?
Beautiful.
Yeah, so I was thinking, boy, it'd be great to bring the boys, have, friends, whatever.
Yeah, there's lots of space, and especially when you come for a ski trip, you have a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
You've got all your outerwear, your ski boots, and your equipment, so having a lot of space in your suite is really great so that people aren't stepping on each other.
Yep.
And having the fireplace there, it's such a treat at the end of a ski day.
Yeah, so you come in different personalities in different places. I noticed, I saw one that, I like this, but if my boys came, they want something a little more, a little more rugged-like.
Yeah.
And it's here, right?
That's right, it's got everything. And if they're looking for something else to do as well, so if you're done with your ski day and you want to relax in the room, that's great. If you're still up for it, there are heated pools that you can access throughout the whole season, as well as hot tubs that are included with your stay.
Hey, if you're staying in one of these beautiful hotels, how many hotels are there?
Well, there are over 1,000 units and they're all different ones. Right now we're in the Westin Trillium House and this is kind of our luxury hotel here at the resort. It's a ski in, ski out. It's lovely because there's a ski valet right here off the lobby, so your equipment, you ski it to the bottom of the slope, you can store all your equipment, and we have beautiful amenities right here in the lobby. Of course, this fireplace. And then Oliver and Bonacini is the restaurant right here that you can enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Yeah.
And you can't beat that Canadian dollar,
Yeah.
right? It's a great value. Everything's right here, and the exchange rate is in your favor.
So it's a terrific place for other sports too, right? See, like other places they had look like courts and that sort of thing.
Yeah, so we have other amenities here. So skiing, of course, is what we live and breathe here at Blue Mountain Resort. But there's tubing, there's skating. We do have indoor tennis and the indoor-outdoor pools. So yeah, it's got a whole variety of things to do, and because your home base is right here at the mountain, you're not limited in being able to access all of that stuff throughout your stay.
You mentioned the beautiful restaurant in this particular hotel.
Yes.
And I have to tell everyone, every place I've been where they serve food, whether it be like, English muffin and an egg or what superb, really well done, nicely done, and great people here working here too. It's just a wonderful spot.
Yeah, I would like to say that the people who work here at Blue Mountain Resort, we know that people are coming to visit for what might be their one family trip or their one getaway they're looking forward to. Right. So we want to make sure that their experience here is awesome, memorable, and that they want to come again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Still to come, stop for some cider. We're exploring the Apple Pie Trail.
Well, I found it. It's the Thornberry Craft Company. It's been here since 2007. I found Derek also. And
hi.
Help me out here with the Apple Pie Trail thing here.
So the Apple Pie Trail is a local tourist trail. People can come in, it's self-guided. They get the brochure, they pick up any different location, and they can follow the map.
Right.
The only trick for the tour is in order to be on it, you have to have an apple related product. Obviously ours is a cider.
You got it going.
All kinds of fun stuff on there.
In the shadow of Blue Mountain Resort.
Yes, we're like literally a 10-minute drive from there.
Yeah, so I see something here, Blue Mountain Light Lager.
So this is our Blue Mountain Light Lager. This is our flagship
So which one
beer.
of those is this?
That's this one right here. So I describe this to people as the light beer that tastes like beer.
That's very funny. There's just a lot of beer that doesn't say that beer
Right,
anymore.
it's 4.0%. It's got 12 IBUs, so not much. Just a nice, soft, easy drinking beer.
I like it because I like Pilsners. I admit to that.
I've got one of them for you too.
Yeah, that sounds great. I'm going to put this one right behind here. And so then you get, number one, I just want to tell you the packaging here is beautiful. The
Thank
whole
you.
Thornberry
Yeah.
thing. You go in the back and they've got like a gift shop area.
Absolutely.
Bunch of coolers. And the labels on the bottles, very special, really cool looking stuff.
Yeah, we've got a really unique iconography for that. That's done on purpose. You'll see on each of our cider labels, cans or bottles, there's always our mascot, Clark the Pig. He's always driving something different. So he's an attractor on the premium, the flagship brand, which is why that's on the logo. But then he moves around flying or driving different conveyances on each label. So it's a little kind of fun thing for people to try and find him. And
that's great.
It makes everything kind of unique.
It sounds really good. Hey, so what came first, the apple or the lager?
So it was a process. They started out as separate companies. The cider making's been here since 2007. The beer production was originally in Vaughan in King City near Toronto. That company bought the cidery, and then our current parent company, Colio Estate Wines, bought that combined company. And then in 2019, we moved the beer production up here and built a new brewery addition on the back of the building.
So we had the lighter beer. This is a darker one. So this would be like...
So this is our chocolate vanilla stout. That's our winter seasonal. That is the Ladder Run Amber Lager, which is a Munich style lager. And at the end, that's the King Pilsner. That's the most well-known of our beers.
This is it. This is the one that you said I might like.
That's right. That is won Best Pilsner in the world twice at the World Beer Awards and Best in Canada 4 times at the World Beer Awards.
Have one of these here.
So
that's not bad.
That's the one to get all the medals.
We're going to keep this one over here. I like the first one. I probably like the other two, but I want to get over here because we don't have all day talk about the cider.
So the cider, still our top selling product line. From the left, that is our premium craft cider, which is a red and white can that you'll see in the liquor stores when you come to Ontario. That's the flagship. It pays all the bills. Next to that, the purple card is our new Blackberry Yuzu Lemonade Apple Cider. Started out as a summer seasonal. We made it 3 times, sold out all 3 times. Now it's part of the regular lineup.
That's perfect.
Next, that's a Wild Blueberry Elderflower, which is my wife's favorite, so feel free to enjoy that one. And on the end, you've got our new Pear Cider, which is 7.1% alcohol and tastes like it's not. So.
Love the taste of it all. You know, we're doing all this so fast here. Look at these beautiful bites here.
Those are our pretzel bites. With the beer cheese, which is the beer cheese is made on site from the Blue Mountain Light Lager. So it pairs nicely with all of the different beer products.
Great. A bunch of people out in the igloos. The igloos are packed and stacked. A bunch of people outside having a great time in the weather. Apple Pie Trail, Thornberry Craft Company, just in the shadow of
Blue Mountain, in the middle of Ontario apple country.
Which one do you want to have a little toast with?
I'll do this one.
Okay. I'm going to go back.
Pilsner.
Thanks a lot for having us.
Thanks for coming.
It's great. Well, we sure have had a terrific time, and just imagine last night here, it was like a rave. This place was on fire, a concert, a lot going on. And that's what's so great about Blue Mountain Resort here in Ontario, Canada. Not just 6 hours from Cleveland, but there's something happening all day, all night, something for everyone, indoors, outdoors, and the biggest ski mountain in Ontario. You can't beat that. If you want to find all the things we visited, just go to fox8.com. It's all there. Come up and visit because this is a cool spot. I'm David Moss, and we'll see you on the next New Day Cleveland. So long.